While we wrap this conversation, I can't but help us touch on the 4 trillion naira bond program that the government is looking at. And then there's also a looming 1 trillion naira in the pipeline. Let's look at how that is playing out. And then also the local investors who are supposed to even raise this money are even very, very skeptical about the real figure of the amount in terms of the debts.
Yeah, in fact, this ties into the point we made about this whole issue of powers to the states, because this subsidy burden will have to be shared by everybody if we continue like this. First thing to understand about this subsidy, it's a moving target. For every day you do not pay your arrears, new subsidies build up. So no sooner do you reconcile and clear one arrears, more will be coming. So it's so important that the federal government moves very quickly to rein in the subsidy. But I'll say one thing very clearly. I don't think we can totally and completely depart from subsidy. That's why you have the consumer protection funds, the fund that protects and subsidizes the poorest of the poor. That's also in the amendment that's coming up. So the sooner we cleared the areas and then move to activate the consumer protection funds, which in this case, the NERC is trying to keep within the federal purview, but state regulators are saying, no, let's deal with it. But the sooner we do that, the better. Otherwise, each day we delay, this subsidy builds up. And so those who are even supposed to raise provide money for the bond are confused. But the principle is very simple. For every day you fail to pay your debt, more debt is piling up, because electricity is a wasting asset. Once it is produced, it has to be put out, whether or not you get the revenue for it. You cannot store it and wait until the right time before you can extract its value. So that is why time is so critical. Even the period it takes you to reconcile should be abridged. Action to pay should be abridged. And then action to then mitigate against a runaway subsidy, all should be running concurrently.